Welcome to Small Arm Solutions. Today we're going to look at the AT-47, or American Tactical AK-47. This rifle is manufactured down in Summerville, South Carolina by American Tactical. The rifle starts its life as a Yugoslavian parts kit. It comes in and it's assembled on a American-made milled lower receiver. Every part has gone through and refinished, so when you receive the rifle it actually looks brand new. The barrel is also brand new. This happens to be an underfolding model, which is a typical AKMS underfold. The rifle comes with a Tapco magazine. To make this legal, according to 922R, you have to have your 6 American-made components, which is one of them. We also have an American-made gas tube. We have an American-made trigger group. And the barrel itself is a chrome-lined mil-spec type barrel. This one here actually has the AKM muzzle brake on it. Not all the rifles will have this feature. Some rifles are made with just the thread protectors, and some are made with the actual muzzle brake themselves. It does have the flip-up night sight. There's no night sight on there, but you get some luminous pen, and you could fill that in. So you just hit it with a flashlight, and it will glow in the dark. Also, you have your typical Yugoslavian grenade launcher sight, which not really much you can do with that, but it's a neat feature regardless. We have a rear sight, which is actually adjustable up to 10,000 meters, which is very, very optimistic. Very well made sight. Your adjustments are made standard AK. Left to right is up front, and elevations from the rear. You have the smooth receiver cover. The bolt carrier is actually stainless steel. One of the features I like about this rifle is, which some may or may not, is the magazine is relatively loose. I didn't come to appreciate this until I started testing magazines. I probably have over 15 different types of magazines. And I have several magazines in that collection that when they were put in several other AK-47s that I use, they just won't fit. They're too large. This was including the Mag Pro and a couple other of the polymer magazines that wouldn't fit. This was actually the only rifle that every single magazine I tried fit and functioned with. So even though it may be a little bit loose, but that actually gives you the compatibility with every magazine that's out there. Again, not running into a single one that it doesn't. Like a typical Yugoslavian rifle, you push a catch to release the top cover. Push forward on the recoil spring. Pull outward. The trigger mechanism is American made. This is an American made trigger mechanism, which again, it qualifies as 3 of your American made parts, as well as the barrel. There's 4. The actual bolt carrier itself is the actual piston rod itself is American made. So that's 5. And then you have the actual magazine, which is 6, making up enough of your parts. As you can see, the bolt carrier, everything is used. However, it's been cleaned, it's been gone over. Then the parts work just fine. All the original Yugoslavian stamps are on them. This is original wood. This one actually has a square with the cross through it. This particular rifle has been fired quite a bit. I'd probably say at least a couple thousand rounds. We've not had any malfunctions whatsoever. There's no really wear in any of the components. It's a very well built AK. Everything is identical to any standard AK as far as assembly disassembly. The only difference is the fact you have the lock on the rear for installation of the action spring. The nice thing about this lock actually is it makes the installation of the receiver cover much better and much quicker, because when it's engaged, it holds the lever inward. So then as soon as you have this in place and locked down, You just hit the button and it releases. It's good to go. I did add a sling to it. This is just a surplus Romanian spring. Now, I have good word from American Tactical that they're getting ready to release a limited number of full-length rifle versions of this, which actually use the Yugoslavian full-length stock. Now, this is around $700. It's not cheap. It's not a cheap Wasser. This is actually a very well-made rifle, and for what you're getting, $600 is a pretty good deal for it. Ammunition has been used of several different kinds, and again, just like a typical AK, not a hiccup at all. Now we're going to take the AT-47 to the range and see how it performs. This is the American Tactical AT-47 as it comes shipped. It comes shipped with the TAPCO magazine. The ammunition was provided by Hornady. It's their SST 123 grain. This is a ProMag translucent polymer magazines. This particular magazine did not fit in several other guns I've tried due to the fact that the AT-47 has a rather large magazine well. Every magazine I've tried thus far has worked. This is a newly produced CAA AK magazine. It just introduced at SHOT Show this year. This is actually the first time I've tested this magazine. And what we have here is a standard Russian AK magazine. The American Tactical just fired 120 rounds with absolutely no malfunctions whatsoever. It's definitely an accurate rifle. We're shooting here at 50 yards. It's an extremely well-built rifle, well worth the money. It's been tested with many different magazines over the last year, and I've never had any malfunctions of any sort with it. It's definitely a well-made American AK-47. Hope you all enjoyed the video. If you did, please select like and please subscribe. Thank you.